So I think that it is possible that this fire that was started basically across the street from the missing Emmanuel 7-month-old baby, the couple who is under suspicion for having done something to their 7-month-old baby, and they reported it having been kidnapped. So Action Eye News Live shared a video. There was a couple guys who just happened to be driving by at the very exact moment that two guys were setting fire to an RV in the backside of a property. Now, whether or not this property is vacant or not, I don't know, but it ended up engulfing the entire house. And so the video, I'm not going to show the video, I'll put a link, okay, but I'm sure it's circulating on the internet. But basically, these two allegedly saying they looked to be homeless guys, but why? What's the coincidence? What's the odds of that they're looking for the remains of this baby, basically? And in case you didn't know, allegedly, the first wife of Jack Harrow, she had basically been drinking when she was pregnant with one of their children, two of them actually, and their 10-week-old baby. I'm not going to show the pictures, okay? The lady who shared the pictures had the permission from the family who adopted, which was a cousin of them, and the baby ended up being completely brain damaged, blind, can't walk, severely disabled. And he was charged with cruelty, and I don't know how he didn't get life in prison for that, but that was the criminal charge that they mentioned he has, cruelty to a child, but they don't go into the details of it. Well, there's a lady who is the cousin who adopted not only that baby, and she's now 7, she turned 7 in July 31st, and their older son. Now, this was the first wife of Jack Harrow, and then a 2-year-old. And so it's not just that there's like some charge from the past, and I think some people were quoting it from 2013, which I found very problematic, because it was like trying to distance the timing as if it was such a long time ago, No, it was very, very serious, and he got, they charged him, and it just, I don't know, with cruelty, and I don't know what the reasoning was that he didn't get a longer sentence or whatever. I don't know the details of exactly. I just saw the pictures of the baby in the hospital, with and then it had neck brace around it. She did look like she had suffered maybe some from fetal alcohol syndrome, but they said that when she was born, she was perfectly healthy. The pictures of her, she looked fine. But she suffered a severe beating, which caused brain damage. And I think it may be that the prosecutor, because of her history with having, been drinking while she was pregnant, maybe not been able to prove the extent of the damage that would have been caused from the injury. I don't know what the issue was. I just know that, that was, to beat a 10-week-old baby, it's just bad, right? So people are saying that there's a video circulating showing that she has a black eye. Well, it's not true. I've seen the video. She doesn't have a black eye before that, but that doesn't matter. Her eye was already bruised, so it could not have happened from that moment. Okay, and that's what a lot of people are saying. And so it is suspected that he beat her and that he also killed the child, and she's just complicit in the cover-up. So that is what, the ongoing speculation is. But this fire started directly across the street from the missing baby's house. Again, this is reported by Action Eye News Live. And this was from a video of two guys, I believe it was a couple guys, and they were driving around. And they just happened to see these guys back here starting this fire. They caught it in the act. That was a God thing. Because they weren't looking at other houses, like, they were pretty much looking at their house. So I think possibly, and I'm just speculating, that if somebody had set that fire to try to destroy evidence, maybe they had basically disposed of the body there or something, you know, I don't know. It's just really weird that this fire was deliberately, willfully arson, caught in the act fire. The guys have it on video, right? Had it on video, these guys back there doing this right across the street. So I think they're going to have cadaver dogs back there. And if they thought fire was going to destroy the evidence, all you did was lead people to there, to look for there. Okay? And so I'm just thankful that they caught them in the act. That was a God thing, right? It really was. They just happened to be driving by at that particular moment and caught those guys. Saw them doing it. And they actually, I think, got out on foot and tried to, like, chase them or follow them or, you know, see where they were going or whatever. And anyways, now whether they are able to identify the people that did it, I don't know where the word homeless got mixed up in there. Maybe they were just speculating, but it was like an RV in this backyard of this property that's right across the street from the Harold's house. Okay, so that's what it says here. It says they were chasing the two who started the fire across the street from the missing Emmanuel 7-month-old baby. Literally, right across the street from Jake Carroll's home of the missing 7-month-old Emmanuel. Literally, right across the street. And so, if you watch the video, it just engulfs the entire house. Okay? So, if they disposed of the baby back here to hide it there, because, you know, obviously they didn't want to dispose of their house in case they come looking for it or whatever. If there's anything of that baby's remains there, hopefully cadaver dogs will get in there and find it. Or maybe it's just a fluke and it's just some random stupid thing that somebody did that just happens to be across the street from these people. But time will tell. But I think that this is very suspicious. And I just pray that they find that baby's body. And, because that guy, what he did to that 10-week-old, and now this baby, I mean, the woman had a black eye, okay? And she describes falling on the floor, not the ground. And that's probably her actual real memory of what happened when he hit her, was she fell on the floor, because it happened inside a house, not outside in the parking lot, right? Anyways, you don't get a bruise in an instant. It takes several hours or a day or so for a bruise like that to become to those colors. And anyways, but just wow, you know, this fire right across the street. I think they're gonna get them. I think they're gonna get that baby. I think they're gonna find the remains. I think this fire may have been a cover-up, maybe not, but I think it may have been. And instead, all I did was, like, hey, maybe we should look in this place here, send in the cadaver dogs. Yeah. Anyways, but thankfully, these guys caught this.